Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? By managing our emotions so we can bring in healthy relationships outside of ourselves by using our intuition for good spiritual health, spiritual wealth, but it comes from the essence of love, okay? Loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and loving God. Hi God. This is my God card. I always see God pop out the sky like this. His full body, everything. His head. Yeah, we're going for a painful ending. Some of you may be King of Swords going for a painful ending. You could be no King of Swords, all right? This could be the King of Swords thinking, okay? How to bring in maybe the balance of his emotions. It could be a lawyer, it could be a detective, it could be someone just very analytical. Someone that's in their full truth. They've got information. There could be someone with a degree as well. But he's looking at a painful ending. He's going to come to peace with it. He's doing transformations. He's transitioning this masculine. It looks like he's in his discernment. A very, very, very strong analytical masculine. He could be a very international leader with a very strategic thought when it comes to his mind. Because he can take all, especially if he's in his discernment, he can take all his information, analyze it, and he can make many swift situations. He can make it transformation. He can transform. He's like a transformer. If he believes in his discernment. Yeah, I think you think about a 2 o'clock, maybe a Cancer, but he's in his feelings, maybe. Okay? His masculine is looking at his decision. And his decision, he has to adjust quite a lot between his energies of thoughts. Because now he's looking at his information. He has to have courage with his decision. So now he has to adjust between these energies of courage when it comes to his decision. Because now he's doing transformations. He's transitioning through his decision. Because he's got the passion. Yeah, he's balancing. He's balancing. Or it could be a financial advisor that's seen, he could be a fraud squad person, seeing someone wiring money, a earth sign person, when it comes to their ships coming in. Now, someone's emotions is all over the place, splashing. When it comes to personal expansion. But this masculine is looking that he has to do his own personal expansion. So maybe he's looking at his own horizon that's going to bring in his own fortune, but it's going to come from his own confidence, his own information, his discernment, and he's going to analyze it with confidence, not pride before the ride. And he falls down, he's going with balance. He's going with balance. This could be a very analytical person. He's very passionate to go towards his balance. Okay, and he's very passionate about the information that he's analyzed, maybe by an earth sign person, wiring money when it comes to bringing in the yin and the yang. He's using his own intuition, or he wants to go towards someone that's very intuitive. And they know about balance. And he's very passionate about this person. Very adventurous. But also you could be looking at information and analyzing someone's promiscuity while they're very adventurous and imbalanced. Why? Because you get too much emotions. Some of the emotions need to be balanced, man. It's too here today, gone tomorrow, too promiscuous, too arrogant. Someone has to balance out their arrogancy. They have to balance it. Yeah, maybe you're thinking about the emperor being led by God, the Godhead. Or someone just to show off. Just showing off arrogancy. They promise things, but they don't know how to finish it. So now they're looking at imbalance when it comes to personal expansion. Because now someone's looking at someone's personal creativity. How they express themselves in unforeseen emotions when it comes to being productive with a vision or an insight, and they feel someone's too imbalanced when it comes to creative expressions to bring in the comfort of balancing. Now someone feels like they're involved in something not very courageable when it comes to their decision, when it comes to an investment, maybe with a Taurus person. So now maybe this is analytical advisor trying to defend their finances, because it's all about an adventure Maybe someone likes the water, or likes going on boats and stuff, or the ocean. No, you got to get rid of this person. He's very passionate about his investments. Yeah, he needs to go single. He's invested in his own single. He's invested in his singleness now. He has to defend. He has to defend against. He has to defend, man. Maybe a Leo person has to defend his finances, because someone's too promiscuous, man. You men just like too much walking mattresses and think it's good. What could they got 2 lines? Oh gosh, seduction, is a bad thing, I tell you. But this masculine looks like he's very self-sufficient, very independent. But I think he ran into something, and he shouldn't have run into an investment. And now he has to come out of this investment and trying to balance himself. He's very passionately doing it though. He's very bad. Yeah, because he feels like he's gone into a 4 of cups. He could be a Pisces person, or he's gone into his 4 of cups. Maybe he's thinking about a Cancer person he should have invested in, and now he feels left out in the cold. Because look, he looks cold, sitting there with the knowledge and the wisdom, but not doing nothing. Why? Because he had the hand of God giving him an opportunity to invest. Do you understand? But they went for an adventure instead with an earth sign person. And now you're looking at 4 of cups. This came in my hand. I don't know why. 2 of swords. What's underneath there then? Go on then. There has to be a reason. 2 of swords on a pathway. Backstab. But everything's going to be all right in the end. Backstab. Backstab. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But it seems to be a heavy regret about investments though. About money. Planting seeds. Somebody was wiring money. Juggling their life away. And they were focused heavy on the money, the gold, to plant this foundation. Maybe they got a land. It's going into regret though. 4 of cups. 4 of cups is all about feeling unloved. There's no love. Wherever they invested their energy, there's no love. And that's the secret. It was deception at receptions. Maybe with a Cancer Pisces person. So now someone fears because they feel unloved now. Someone fears an investment because they went in passionately, promiscuously, for self-sufficiency. So now someone fears in the air about deception, about an investment. Because somebody was looking in the energy of possessiveness or love and materialism. Someone was very patient and persistent to bring in this deception, because I see jealousy and it's over self-indulgent. Someone being stubborn as well. It could be an introverted person, but a deceptive person. Or you could be looking at an artistic person. Deception when it comes to charitable stuff. It was extortion when it comes to creativity. Someone's very dedicated to deception though. They're bringing in illusions. You could be a photographer, a healer, a director, a poet. Some of you could be sitting down thinking about a Cancer person, maybe a nurse. But you're trying to calm your emotions because you understand why this person is kind of like in self-pity, because maybe behind the scenes where there was an unseen problem, this person could be very touchy, unstable. Why? Because they were creating deception. Because someone's not using their intuition or misusing their intuition when it comes to imagination. Someone's imagination comes from deception. So now maybe this King of Swords is looking at the information and it's being quite quiet in his feelings maybe. Maybe an Aries Emperor person. It's got God in his head. Godhead. Hey, Godhead. Maybe think about an Aries person or a married King of Swords person. Or the Emperor energy when it comes to spirituality. Someone's got their Godhead trying to bring that balance with passion to invest. But it seems to feel unloved due to a deception. But you can transform and control the situation You have the authority to do so, to put the world back in your hand with groundship. So someone can transition if they balance their emotions, because there's a hidden feeling, or someone's looking at balancing with a tarot reader, or looking at the veil between heaven and earth. This is divine feminine. Maybe the divine masculine feels intuitively connected to divine feminine. So now we're looking at an authority person, the King of Swords. He's looking at balancing. Yeah, he's got sparkling ideas on his pathway, but it kind of like came into like godly sparkling ideas to balance, to bring groundship, to bring authority, to bring obedience. Because you know what? The emperor is supposed to control the kings, and the kings are supposed to obey the emperor, and the emperor is not allowed to be idolized, and the emperor is not allowed to be an idol, but he must be obeyed because he gets information from God to bring in sparkling ideas, to bring balance back onto heaven on earth. So now we're looking at someone with a free spirit. Someone's spirit is very free to bring in a pathway to balance for self-sufficiency. So if they invest in balancing themselves. Yeah, it could seem to be a battle with Aquarius person. Maybe they want to come in and fight with Aquarius person because she's a very free-spirited person. So now someone is bringing in ease and comfort because we've got sparkling ideas and visions from God. Or some of you got information from a King of Swords that's making you feel more free-spirited, more grounded from this person. But this person is adjusting between energies to involve courage and a decision when it comes to authority, when it comes to taking control, when it puts the hand of God back in the hand. Yeah, earth angels, man. Put your Godhead on. Put your Godhead back on, masculines. Oh, back there again, Aquarius. Sparkling ideas. Maybe someone went in passionately to bring in balance about sparkling ideas and got advice from a King of Swords or a Taurus person or a Cancer Pisces person. But their thoughts, when it comes to the Aquarius energy, it was all about the five of Swords. It was all about bullying, thieving, mental, verbal, physical abuse. They want to win at any cost. So they come in very passionately with promiscuity for an adventure. But somebody wants to go away from an investment, maybe from a Taurus or a Cancer Pisces person, and they want to go more into balancing, maybe with a King of Swords or with God, with the Godhead on as an emperor, to get sparkling ideas, to be free spirit while they got the world in their hand. But someone's in their thoughts when it comes to battling, when it comes to passion. Seems to be a bit of a battle for somebody. But they're adjusting between these energies of passion and investment. You can't invest. Yeah, it's a difficulty for the mind. Somebody wants to come to calmer waters, maybe with a very free-spirited person, a Aquarius person. Because they have this thoughts on their mind that's quite difficult, because they only went in and invested in a situation here today, gone tomorrow. So maybe this person stuck in their thoughts that maybe a free-spirited person and a Aquarius person that they want to go passionately towards because they're balanced. Their mind is not at calmer waters. Why? Because above the mind, they treat that person here today, gone tomorrow, and went and invested in a Taurus person where there was no emotions, deception. So now the mind has to come to calmer waters. Why? Because the Aquarius person understands this mechanism, this investment, when it comes to this energy, why this energy was come into fruition for an investment to be laid down for somebody's expansion when it comes to work, reputation, to look like the good investor, to build. But it was in regret now. Why? Because the hand of God handed someone, but it came under deception for someone to come in, take money through promiscuity. Now, Aquarius person says, I get it, and I'm moving forward. A love choice, moving forward, man. Gemini person, Aquarius person, moving forward. Why? Because Aquarius person has moved into an Ace of Pentacles. Worked hard on self-sufficiency, on their investments to lay down their foundation. Now you have 7, 8, 9. Now this person, Aquarius person, has been led into self-sufficiency. They can plant their own garden, their own seeds. Why? Because God has given them the hand of God, the seed to plant your foundation. So now it's blossoming now. She's coming out now because she works hard. She don't care about no glim glam. She can do glim glam later. So she's holding on. But someone, an earth sign person, trying to hold on, maybe at work when it comes to the seeds, or maybe comes to ideas, practicality, when it comes to contracts. Someone trying to hold on. Why? Because they're in regret. Why? Because they've done too much deception. And someone's coming out of them thoughts. They try to hold on maybe to a Aquarius person. It's not working. Now someone is going to be sitting under that tree of regret. Deception, man. Deception, illusion for people's finances, holding on to people's property, you know, for financial gain. Because somebody was looking for like a long-term security. So this is the Grim Reaper. The people use people. They don't see you as flesh, soul, having an experience. No, you're there to build something. Who are you? What do you do? Right, I'm going to be your friend. Right, I'm going to be a lover. Why? Because I'm being devious. Why? Because I want your seeds to help me plant my foundation for me to look independently wealthy. So by the time you left me with seeds. I probably have 7, you probably got 1. Or I got 7, you got 2. Do you understand? It was deception. There was no emotion. It's I want to be independently wealthy looking. That was it. Personal agenda. So now someone has to manage their emotions between the situation now. Because it seems like this decision, somehow this masculine is trying to bridge between these energies. He needs to have that courage and that decision to go forward, to bring the mind to calmer waters, to free the spirit and bring it into balance. I'm sure I just done a reading for these two a minute ago. He's very much in his truth, man. He must be talking very heavily about a woman that is very intuitive, very psychic. Maybe he feels she was a hand of God as a surprise. And because it's a problem, unseen problem, you have to use your intuition. Because it seems to be, maybe this Queen of Cups feels a 5 of Cups. Maybe she's feeling this loss. She felt abandoned by this masculine and very unloved. While he was being a free spirit, juggling with other women. So she feels very much unloved. So she saw this problem. She's seeing this problem. She's feeling this problem. She's not even a seeing thing. She's gone by faith, not by sight. So she's got this feeling of deception. And that's why she feels unloved. And now he's sitting there thinking, I don't know. Now this Gemini, Aquarius person, now his thoughts is on how do I go in and invest and give her an investment, because I made her feel unloved. I wasn't reliable. I was never reliable to her. I didn't give her any reliability. All I gave was deception at her reception. So now she turned her back. She said, you keep your deception at your reception. There's nothing I can do, babe. I'm on my own journey. Everyone has their own journey. Because when God comes, everyone's got to face God by themselves. I can't call you to help me. So she's very much in her emotions. She's very nurturing. She's in her emotional intelligence. And she's bringing in her own Ace of Pentacles. She's laying down her own foundation. She could be a gardener. She could be like gardening. She said, when you're ready to end the deception in it. But I'm not playing that deception game with you. I'm not doing it. I'm in my own world. And maybe it's Empress looking at her in her own world. Because every ending has a new beginning. She understands somebody had a desire to bring an ending behind her back. They had that courage. It could be a chemist, a detective, or someone into magic. Do you understand? They were probing behind her. Why? Because they're obsessive. Maybe they felt that magnetic pull towards her. Okay, because maybe someone feels that she's mysterious. Maybe they spoke too much about this person. Now, other people around this masculine is now fixated and jealous about the one he loves. Now he feels that regret. Why? Because he didn't come and protect her. Instead, he went with everybody else, and everyone else just wants her. Oh, gosh. Anyway, watching her world. King of Swords, man, you're going to be sitting in that pub house. I'm telling you. That's why it's called public house. You'll be in that pub sitting down talking about this woman. Conflict. Leo person maybe has a conflict when it comes to maybe God. Or maybe when it comes to information. Maybe when it comes back from information from a detective or a lawyer or a financial advisor. That somebody was very free-spirited in someone's finances. They went in with passion, promiscuity for an adventure when it comes to investments to look like they were independently wealthy, but not. Now, someone's in an regret. Why? Because someone did not like somebody. A Taurus person did not like a Pisces person, Scorpio person, and a Leo person. It was all about the seeds. All right, sucking for honey bees. Now, someone sees this free-spirited person, an Aquarius person. Now, there's a problem. Now, there's a difficulty in this Leo's head. Why? Because he didn't treat this person right. There you go. She took her own leap of faith, said, all right, bye. Now they feel like a fool. Because now you're looking at Six of Wands. Six of Wands, it's all about victory, recognition, good news, success came to this masculine, but they juggled it and put it in a difficult situation by being promiscuous with a Taurus person that had no damn feelings. Now we're looking at deception in receptions. Now, Emperor, Aries, Leo person is now looking at this free spirit, Aquarius person, getting offers by God. And guess what? He's in regret now. Oh, well, end. Bye-bye. Oh, well. Should have ended that deception a long time ago, but no, you're too busy being promiscuous and traveling with a Taurus person. What do you want this Queen of Cups to do? I don't understand you masculines, man. I think they like women chasing them. And you want to be chased so much, the devil chases you with a lie. Aquarius person. Now you got Leo, Aquarius person. Now they have a difficult situation because sparkling ideas went into lying, stealing, cheating the most. People acting like a friend. Do you understand? To this Aries person, maybe an earth sign person. And now Aquarius person, do you know what? I'm not staying in my thoughts with you and your promiscuous people that want to be this high-class prostitute. There's too much to life, man, than battling with you lot. Free spirit, she gone. She's gone. Now God's offering her own thing, and now someone's in regret. She's going into her own Ace of Wands, man. She's too self-sufficient for people. So now someone's looking at a new project, inspiration. They got the urge to create. Why? Because a Leo person or Aquarius person, an earth sign person, was lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. So now we're looking at betrayal on their trails to self-sufficiency, thieving, trying to get away with it. So now someone was slandering someone, stealing someone's private personal information. And now someone's going to be very conflicted. Why? Because when the detective comes back or analytical person that does maybe financial advisor, someone's going to be very unhappy. So now someone's moving forward. That's what you fought for. That's what you wanted. That's what you fought for. There you go. Now someone's in conflict now. Why? Over their decisions. Now someone's in fear in the air of who? An Aquarius person, a Libra person. Now they're in fear. Why? Because they keep looking back at the decision, at this obstacle, at this delay, while Aquarius person is coming out with calmer waters into her own Ace of Pentacles. They're stuck in their mind now. Why? What goes around comes around. Now the party is over. They were laughing, adventurous, doing illusions, delusions, didn't want to stop behind this loving woman. So now you understand, now they're stuck in fear in the air, can't sleep. Why? Because of an adventure that they did. When it comes to manipulation, when it comes to romance manipulation, unrequited love, insecurities. So now when this happens, you cover your heart, Libra, Aquarius person, all right? And then you use your intuition. Get clarity within yourself. Take a pause. Go within. Now you got clarity. Now you can make breakthroughs. Air sign person. Why? Because we got the information. We're analyzing. We understand. Well, go on. Someone's in regret. Moving forward. Move forward. You got clarity, man. You got a different perspective. Queen of Cups, she's got her clarity. She's making her breakthrough. She don't need no one to help her like that. So now she's looking at maybe these love messages that went to a Leo person or King of Wands. She said, I'm ending it, man. You're a deceptive person. You're very deceptive. Very deceptive. Planting foundation with a Taurus person being promiscuous. Fucky people. Nah, see you later. So she's ending these messages to a King of Wands, man. Too much deception. Too much. For all good people. Because she's looking at her own cup of love. You know? She's happy with her own self. There we go. King of Wands again. King of Wands is probably ending with the devil. Should have ended it long time, but it took 12 years, I guess. Someone's doing some blunt talking when it comes to their movements. Because someone's looking at Ace of Wands, maybe with a Aquarius person. A Queen of Swords, a wish fulfillment. Queen of Swords, a wish fulfillment. Why? Because she's a balanced person. She's too balanced, man, for these people. You can't break her spirit no matter how much you try. There you go, King of Swords again. You can't break the spirit, man. No matter how much you try, baby, ain't gonna work. Okay, so now we're looking at our options, maybe. King of Swords. He has clarity. He was a little bit confused, but he's... With the King of Swords, he needs stimulation. It's so important. That's what keeps him balanced. King of Swords needs real stimulation, not manufactured stimulation. So now we see we've been guided by God. God's always behind the Empress. And now someone is in regret. For 5 of Cups. Somebody was playing with someone's abandonment issues. Now someone feels abandoned and alone. For juggling, the Empress. Maybe they went to a Taurus Libra person. Because they were very promiscuous. So now someone has a different perspective when it comes to juggling or balancing. When it comes to having a pause in life, a different perspective. When it comes to investing with a Taurus person, when it comes to promiscuity, adventure. When it comes to arrogancy and showing off and acting like you fucking know it all, but you don't know shit. So now someone's looking at maybe passionately going away from a Taurus person when it comes to investments. Why? Because it's going to a 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is all about unfulfilled investments. Unfulfilled. There you go. Unfulfilled. Unloved. There was no love. It was all about sex. So that's why the Taurus person got investment from a Leo person. There you go. Taurus person got investment. Now they don't want to feel like left out in the cold. Why? Because now somebody realized that they were walking match. They were only used for sex. The player got played. A King of Wands. He just invested in a high-class prostitute. That's all he did. So now we understand a Taurus person needs to be blocked from investments, maybe because it came with deception, delusion, acting like a friend, stealing. Oh, yeah, stealing. Finances, because they thought they were free-spirited, going into people's investments, stealing people's inheritance and personal private information, saying, I can do whatever I want. Okay, detective. Or God. Or maybe someone was just information, talking the truth about someone's investments. You know? Someone planting their seeds and maybe missing out on a special gift from God. Why? Because somebody wants to invest in a higher priestess. Or somebody invested in the wrong tarot reader. Oh yeah, a dark spiritual practitioner. The devil's here, right beside the King of Wands. Oh, a Leo, is he? Never mind. So now we're looking at somebody wants to invest in a higher priestess. Hiding the Pope, but they turned their back and she's a 2 of Cups. A past memory, someone very familiar, because now it's 4 and 5. Cups looking at us, very familiar. But they didn't turn around and invest in High Priestess. Why? Because they went promiscuously to someone else. A 3 of Cups, where they were doing deception. Stabbing people in the heart on purpose. Draining people's energy on purpose. And then purposely bringing promises they were never going to fulfill. All because they wanted the hand of God when it comes to creation. From the High Priestess. A very loving woman. Very loving woman. She's bringing her own ace. She's investing in herself. But somebody went in with a Pisces person or a Cancer person and invested with a Taurus person when it comes to God's creations. Because these people don't believe in God, you see. Because they're stupid. They think when you have a soul, which is the fire signs, the soul, the element, the fire. They feel like when you have ideas and that, it just drops from nowhere, innit? Where do you think it comes from? Oh yeah, they don't believe in God, so let's fight over people's things. So Taurus person was fighting over something, projects that don't belong to them, but they made the money. So now we're looking at new projects, inspiration. Why? Because the Queen of Cups has the urge to create. So now we're looking at maybe somebody wants to invest in the Queen of Cups when it comes to creations, but it came with deceptions, illusions, delusions. But now when there's a problem, you have to use your intuition. So maybe this Gemini person or this King of Wands, when it comes to Capricorn person, when it comes to unalivement, a plot and a plan, maybe feels very, very much stabbed in the back by someone they thought they knew very familiar. That's why popularity is not always right. Remember, slavery was popular. Was it right? No, it wasn't. So now we're looking at someone needs to come to peace with this situation because they were backstabbed behind the back. But now use your intuition and you're going to come to calmer waters, all right? Because I can see horizon coming if you use your intuition and keep your emotions at bay. That will bring in your joy and your passion, because somebody maybe wants to reunite with the Queen of with the Empress, the Emperor, or maybe somebody wants to marry, but this Leo person has a conflict with a free-spirited person, Aquarius person. Why? Can they keep looking back at this stagnation? Why? Because he was stagnation with a Taurus person. Why? Because he invested in the high-class prostitute. Relied on it too. So now we're looking at reliability. Maybe somebody wants to come in more reliable, more balanced. Maybe they feel this free spirit of Aquarius person, move into calmer waters. There you go. Aquarius person, free spirit, a healer, and inspiration. This is why there was a pause when it comes to juggling. Because maybe somebody went promiscuously and traveled towards a fire sign person or a King of Swords because they went in with promiscuity. Why? Because they wanted investments from the higher priestess when it comes to the money. They wanted the projects and the money. Do you understand? But a Aquarius person took that leap of faith away from these people. They don't have no behavior. All right, the Fool is like fresh ideas, take that chances, take that new pathway. And that's what she did. She stood up for her beliefs. Aquarius person. And now someone feels a 5 of Cups. Why? Because they didn't feel she can stand up for herself. Because everyone feel they need a man. No, Genevieve Major, I don't need a man, my darling. No, that's you projecting, my love. All right? So now Aquarius person is defending her beliefs. She doesn't care about the no-nos and the nay-nays and the hey-hays and the ha-has. We don't care. Because they'll be lost. Because they're lost. Why? 5 of Cups. Just unloved people. It's just a bunch of unloved people. These karmic people. So now we're standing up for our own Ace of Pentacles, my love. Why? Because it's our happy ever after. No one should take your happiness away for £1. You mad? Your friends are always there like pennies, but they'll sell you for £1 in a very heavy second. So now we're looking at the higher priestess. Maybe getting an offer, job offers, a promotion, investments. Because of her sparkling ideas. Because she's a free spirit. She's a healer. Because now someone's looking at maybe an 8 of Wands. Looking at this Queen of Cups. Very loving. She sent in lots of love messages to a fire sign person. And now she's thinking, fire sign person, you need to go and end your foolishness, man. She's just so having a human experience. She's not ending her experience for no one. Don't bring no closure. Cool. But it's not going to end her happiness. She's just so having a human experience. She's got the willpower. She's got the self-discipline, self-control. You can end your backstabbing with your Cancer person, Pisces person, but you're not going to end her being a soul having a human experience. She's so much in love with her heart. You can't change her, no matter if you come back or not, divine masculine. It don't matter. You can prance around with a Taurus broke-ass person. Does it care? No, because the heart is the light. That's the seat of the soul. But she don't care. So maybe someone's thinking about a Queen of Cups, a Libra person. Maybe having an ending with this Libra person or Pisces person. They feel stabbed in the back. Maybe they've been curious about this person. They were curious about ending this lovable person. Very curious. So they're backstabbing. Do you know what I mean? Maybe that's coming to an end. Why? Because she don't care about these people. They're just stupid. They're just projecting their foolishness. Do you know what I mean? Because he's with the devil. What do you expect? A Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person. He's with the devil. So maybe his master's looking at very angry. Why? Because he's looking at ending with the devil. Maybe he wants to be the devil. Take it as it resonates. Now this Leo person, maybe it's King of Wands, is looking at the Emperor. And maybe there's a conflict when it comes to telepathic communication or when it comes to new love. With a King of Cups. Lying, stealing, cheating. Here we go. The devil. You lot are too much, man. You lot don't have to tell the truth. You lot are a burden. You lot want this world. What's that song? Everyone wants to rule the world. Everyone. You lot are dumb, man. God rules the world, man. You lot are not learning from your previous mistakes. Not learning from history, generations, nothing. You lot are not learning, man. All that you care about is public recognition. Now you're with this devil King of Cups. With the King of Swords is angry. He's a burden, man. He thinks this King of Cups is a fucking burden. Or this King of Swords has been a boober. Why? He found his King and Queen of Swords. These people are toxic, man. I think that this masculine may be found. I reckon the King of Swords, he found his toxic feminine. A water sign woman. And this scenario, I reckon it was a King of Swords, a Libra masculine with a Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer person, looking in very curious, maybe jealous of the King of Wands because he's got a perfect partner and he ain't. He's a toxic person. Yeah, he's not with his divine feminine. He's with a very toxic person. So they're both toxic. It's a burden when it comes to their world, when it comes to wish fulfillment, deception. Let me tell you, King and Queen of Cups. Let me tell you. Oh, these people, man. So now you're looking at a situation. Maybe lying, stealing, cheating to bring a delay, obstacles. Someone's heartbroken about the truth, about analyzing something. They got the plans, got information, they got the clarity, and someone's lying about maybe an Aquarius person, or someone's lying about holding on to Aquarius's properties, sparkling ideas. The devil, Capricorn, lying. Now there's a conflict with definitely Aquarius person. Could they bring obstacles, delays, heartbreak over sparkling ideas from an air sign person that was handed by God? So now someone's going to lie about Aquarius person. Do you understand? Could be a Capricorn person trying to control this lie. Could be a star. Could be someone famous. A third party person to a King of Wands. Acting like they are single or self-sufficient. Obstacles, lying. Someone could be single, air sign person. Single, even though they're heartbroken, but they're standing up for their beliefs. The mind's coming to calmer waters. They're using their intuition and paying attention to the dreams. And they're making clarity within oneself. Breakthroughs with sparkling ideas to bring in the Ace of Pentacles, which is 8, 7 here, 1 here. I'll show another. She's on her 10. She's on her own. She's on her own generational book. Oh, and 2 there. You're definitely upset. You got to share yours with the devil. A possessive, greedy, materialistic person. King of Wands, you made that mistake, man. You wanted to fight for it. Never mind. You did, boy. Now, we have clarity. Air sign person sent messages about the devil to a King of Wands. But King of Wands was pure, there you go, entrapment. Somebody wanted entrapment for an air sign person. When it comes to sparkling ideas. When it comes to the Ace of Pentacles, a Taurus person wanted that investment. We seen that hidden feeling. We saw she was invested in some dark spiritual practices. And we're moving forward. Why? Because the Queen of Swords, or the Aquarius person, or, yeah, forget it. She's a Queen of Swords, man. It's an air sign person. Now they're worried. Why? They got to face the devil. Now you got to face the devil. Now, the Earth sign family, when the King of Wands is gone and this energy's gone and the adventure's gone, you still have to face your dark energy. We all do. Everyone just has to face it on different levels. It depends what you did on the world, on the earth. Now, someone has to face the devil regardless. You can be wrong and strong if you want. Earth sign people obsess over money. Obsessive, man. And obsess over an air sign person. Stalking. There you go. Relying on a conflict with a Leo person. There you go. The devil, when offered the King of Wands. And the devil And the King of Wands relied on this. I don't know. This devil relied on this King of Wands. Now he's got a conflict. Why? I keep telling people, when you've got conflicts in your dreams, trust me, your people, things, and places in your bed and outside your bed, you got a conflict with. Even if they kissing you, I love you. No, they don't. The soul don't love you. The soul don't love you. Nope, soul don't love you, bro. Told you, Queen of Pentacles, the devil. There you go, with a Leo person. I'm so done. Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.